Flores, David Villapando, Dadir Zangnay, Roger Zanagin, Adrian Ojeda Rosas, Melissa Landino, Richard Genesis Lara, Andrew Garcia, Joseph Mendoza, Anthony Perez, Jacob Penacatawaski, Avian Franco.
Henry Ducey, Kelvin Zumba, Jason Santa, Vincent Jin, Kevin Triana, Rafi Chowdhury, Alvin Jun, Helen Chin, Shahat Prasad, Melanie Uraga, Aisha Akhtar, Natalie Arroyo,
Saida Rahman, Jose Tenzin, Mashiat Rahman, Afia Iraq, Yisha Baru, Ashley Astimbe, Lamis Fawad, Samia Ahmed, Bisma Quran, Zoya Obanti, Bennett Prince, Jose Fonseca.
Fatima Ahmed, Lamia Akhtar, Leo Thomas, Diana Astudillo, Joshua Garcia, Larry Mann, Krishit Kuturu, Brandon Sui, Matthew Aguilar, Kasper Fazuski, Johnny Tanizaka, Rose Pachar, Paige Thompson,
Honey, drink. Apura Gosh, David Rojas, Intishar Rafi, Izerkam Gulsen, Olivia Warzoisko, Humaira Samir, Nicole Yachi, Ahmed Almahi, Alex Pazinski.
Nafala Kamara, MD Shahadat Hussain, Brian Juarez, Nasid Alam, Felipe Garcia, Angel Vera, Oscar Garcia, Hassan Ali, Christopher Kuros, Robert Escatin, Protik Ahmed, Edwin Avila. Jeremy Espinilla, Justin Savellos, Martin Kaivet, David, Jawad Udin,
Danny Romero, Jeremiah Rodriguez, Andrew Zhang, Tristan Lee, Evan Zhang, Constantine Arachutis, Ethan Wang, Arif Chowdhury.
Ilian Matute, Guatimac Sanchez, Zarif Akan, Joshua Gonzalez, Jaden Alvarado, Kevin Tigre, Arik Saeed, Labib Mia, Gregory Deranieri, Wilson Lima, Kevin Ramirez, Ryan Lynn,
Eduardo Cervantes, Samir Rahman, Adam Stapor, Jinshin Lin, Mohammed Mohammed, Debut Batashari, Alec Sukal, Brian Uska, Arian Adams, Antonio Ramirez, Andy Vargas, Ming Shang Chen.
Kyle Chen, Elvis Chen, Jaden Singh, Hussein Kazmi, Tyrone Dexel Lagua, Matthew Chan, Jacob Chen, Roberto Perez Guzman, Randy Paguay, Milton Troya, Aiden Dabichan, Zahir Gadwani.
Asilquil de la Cruz, Ryan Lin, Andy Tutan, Michael Guzman, Brian Puma, Matthew Richford, Andrew Vale, C. John Kahatar, Rahil Farazi, Michael Gonzalez, Bayon Lin, Michael Gutierrez.
Ethan Lynn, David Park, Durjoy Roy, Giancarlo Sagbaisella, Abhishek Poon, Brian Mayancella, Carlos Barris, Megan Wong, Justin Hiraldo, Diwa Van Wormer, Kevin Cho, Kevin Zhang,
Sean Macalanda, Rennie Fernando, Adolfo Buting, Nathan Rock, Matthew Vasquez, Elvis Sanchez, Jennifer Guapa, Yahir Mondragon, Tyler Cordova, Luis Mercado, Hernan Legusaca, Diego Lopez Reyes.
Donovan Sanchez, Joshua Azzolini, Alex Torres, Brian Sacramento, Joseph Valdez, Jose Diaz, Jacob Cervantes, Mohammed Farouk, Adam Shee, Alan Mendoza, Marianne Sinchi, Xavier Daniel Gracia.
Amy Bermeo, Elisa Pintado, Elizabeth Perez, Natalie Ortega, Julian Lopez, Ariba Judy, Wilson Lee, Fardeen Fari, Zhangchuan Ruan, Alex Letuvi. Leon Arias, and Julian Alvarado. Great job.
Lastly, Shemaya Herr.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Tell them to just go. 10-4. Okay. So, thank you, everyone, for coming. Warm enough today, yeah? So, I'm going to start by saying thank you for coming. My name is Dr. Michael Kamoulis. I am the assistant principal of pupil personnel. Used to be a teacher, used to be a student, used to sit right where you were sitting in 1996. So it's definitely an exciting moment, and it is full circle, right? Because this year I have my own first child graduating from high school. It was thank you. It was a couple of weeks ago. So. What I want to go through real quick before we get started is I want to go over some of the modifications and the accommodations we have because of the heat. We're also giving some of the parents who are coming in now a chance to sit down. So we want to say that we have our nurse on standby in case anyone's not feeling well. Our staff are circulating to keep an eye on you. And if you see anyone, you need any help, please say something. We have some ice packs in case anyone needs them, and we have 2 rooms that are air conditioned where you can view the presentation, the video from there. For those who are at home, hopefully they're watching in a cool room and enjoying this time. All right. So I'm going to start with a few words of my own. Kind of feel that connection between what the parents are going through, what you guys are going through, and the rest of your journey. But you don't have to take my word for it. LeVar Burton, Reading Rainbow. The mind is like a muscle. Each new fact gives you another choice. Each new idea builds another muscle. And it's those muscles that are going to make you really strong. Those are your weapons. There are no victims in this classroom. Miss Johnson, Dangerous Minds. You do not enter your future. You create it. There will be no free rides and no excuses. Jamie Escalante, Stand and Deliver. It's not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who comes up short again and again, but who actually strives to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, great devotion, worthy causes, who at best knows the triumph of high achievement, and at worst fails daring greatly. Theodore Roosevelt. If it is to be, it is up to me. Mr. Freddie Rodriguez, former teacher of mine here, who had that up in his classroom at all times. And finally, saying goodbye. Why is it sad? It makes us remember the good times we've had. But somehow I'll know we'll meet again. Not sure quite where, and I don't know just when, but you're in my heart, so until then. Kermit the Frog, The Muppets Take Manhattan. We're going to make this about you, and we're going to keep moving. You can look all those up on your time. It's all on the video. And without further ado, please rise for the presentation of the colors by our Aviation High School Color Guard Drill Team and Air Force Junior ROTC. In addition, leading us with the Pledge of Allegiance is our Student Body Government President, Shemaya Her, and singing the national anthem, graduating senior, Clara Vaquero.
pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. All right. And now, without further ado, our principal, Mr. Stephen R. Jackson.
Good morning, class 2025. Not bad. One more time, let's give a big round of applause for the JROTC and the Color Guard. All right, I didn't sweat through my speech yet. What a day for Heat Dome. I appreciate you guys standing in the sun. Beautiful day to celebrate your day, though. So Good morning, graduates. Congratulations once again. And before I go any further, some more congratulations need to go on as well. And that is to Dr. K and our entire graduation team for putting this all together for us. Thank you, Dr. K. I want to thank and acknowledge all the families, friends, staff members, alumni, industry partners, friends of our school that are celebrating with us today in the heat. That shows their dedication to you, and we thank you all for being here. So give them a big round of applause for being here and sponsoring scholarships and toolboxes. Your support helped bring our graduates to this moment, and I know they are grateful to share this achievement with you. So class 2025, you have come a long way since September of 2021. I remember meeting many of you during these early days, most of you still unsure of what lay ahead, others eager to roll up their sleeves and get to work. So whether it was the rigorous academic courses, your long shop classes, delays on the 7, which continues to this morning, all the above, you keep showing up. And today we celebrate not only your graduation from Aviation High School, but your perseverance, growth, character along the way. You did not take the easy path, right? You're in a school with a longer day. You're in a school with a lot of hands-on work, a very demanding program that asks more of you than most high schools. Good job, that sounds a lot better. You're a balanced FAA maintenance course, you balanced FAA maintenance coursework, academic classes, PSAL sports, internships, volunteer hours, job shadowing, clubs and competitions, college applications, and much more, all while navigating a world still catching up from the disruptions of the pandemic. You now stand at a launching point, headed into the wide range of futures. Some of you will remain in our 5th-year program to complete your 2nd FAA license, joining the ranks of the finest aviation maintenance technicians in the country. And again, they're around us today. Give them a big round of applause. All teachers, our graduates here, and friends of the school. Some of you will pursue engineering and STEM degrees at prestigious colleges and universities, while others will explore majors in everything from business to medicine to criminal justice. And some of you have chosen to serve in the military, taking on one of the highest forms of service with pride and honor. Wherever you go next, remember this. You're leaving here not just with a diploma, but with a real-world experience, technical skills, and the ability to rise to a challenge. And that is something very few high school graduates can say. So as you take your next steps, do not forget the lessons that got you here. Show up with integrity. Whether in the hangar, classrooms, barracks, or boardrooms, be the person others can count on. Do not underestimate the power of humility and hard work. The most successful people I have known were not always the loudest or the flashiest, but they were the most consistent, the most reliable, and the most willing to keep learning. Keep your curiosity alive. Never stop asking questions, seeking solutions, and pushing your skills further. And as you learn your shop classes and your crews, take care of one another. Life and work will challenge you. A lot of challenges ahead. Find your crew, lean on them, and return the favor when others need you. So now, class 2025, every year for the past few years, this is the time of the speech where I highlight some of the fond memories and personal experiences I had with you. I would love to reference all of you, but of course I can't do it with 440 people. But I will speak on some of your achievements and some of the things that I remember the most. So, first and foremost, and as I say this, definitely give them a big round of applause for all their hard work. President Shemaya and Vice President Andrew, great job with the student government. Lamise, Rabina, the whole team, working with Ms. Aiello. Ms. Aiello deserves more of a praise for that. Ms. Aiello, all their hard work, prom, activities, today. All you guys in student government always brought a fun, can-do spirit to every task you took on, and it was a pleasure working with you to provide new experiences and activities for our students. Thank you, Shemaya. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, guys. In a short while, you're going to hear from our Valedictorian and Salutatorian, so I want to definitely shout out Michelle Zhu and Eva Pelletier. It was wonderful seeing you both strive to do your best and achieve the top rankings of your class. Eva, I look forward to seeing you continue growth in our 5th-year program and as you head to Swarthmore the year after that. Michelle, we are very excited for you that you're going to MIT this fall. But I remind you both, like I told you this year, have some fun too. You can work nonstop. I mean, you got there, you got the achievement. Work hard, but also have some fun. Clara and Leslie, our wing commanders for the Air Force JROTC NY 932 unit. You guys made my job a lot easier. I thank you for that. You always serve with purpose and determination, and your cadets, instructors, and I are very grateful for your leadership. Speaking of JROTC program, I would be remiss if I didn't say it once again, and I've had the pleasure of saying it many times. Let's pause here to recognize and celebrate the fact that this school year, the Air Force JROTC NY 932 unit received for the 14th time the Distinguished Unit Award. Not just distinguished, distinguished with merit. So there you go, Distinguished Unit with Merit. That's right, the highest achievement they could receive in the country. So congratulations to all of our JROTC members. Thank you, Master Sergeant Williams and Kyle as well. Zarni, John Terrence, Ramsey, Alexandra, Jeremiah. Thank you for your outstanding leadership and teamwork on our color guard. Color Guard's been around longer than the school. It started when it was the Comprehensive Trade School, and they carry on tradition over many decades. I think their 91st year. So we thank you for spending a great deal of time practicing, preparing, working with me to make sure that you can represent us in all of our school events alongside the JROTC. So thank you to the Color Guard. You've done such a wonderful job, and your dedication to our school does not go unnoticed. Randy and the Quantum Samurai, Team 1601. You can make more noise than that. The team makes their building, this building, their home from about January to April. We know because the administrators have to stay till about 9 o'clock at night. They work super late at night with Mr. Prasad, Ms. Aldave, Mr. Simmons, and our different partners that help out the organization to build their robot and compete, but also to train future students to take on that leadership role. So Randy and the whole team, I'm very proud of your work in the competitions and also for helping our freshmen and sophomore take your lead next year. I think there's many members here, I don't know all the names, but I want to thank Ms. Balakatunis and the Environmental Club. You're always working to beautify our school environment. As little bit of grass and greenery we have, you do a wonderful job. We really thank you for your dedication to our school environment as well. The next group, I want to make sure I say this clearly. Many of the people I'm about to list, not everybody, but almost everybody, are headed out after graduation, so they need me to speed this up, not only for the heat, but our Skills USA chapter is heading to national competitions in Atlanta. And I want to give a big shout out and congratulations for her hard work. Crystal Lynn is our New York State top aviation maintenance technician ranked competitor. First female student of ours, and she's heading off to Atlanta with the team to compete against students across the country. In addition, I think there was about 15 students that participated in the state competitions. 11 received awards between gold and bronze. So congratulations to all members of the Skills USA team. And Joel can tell you he had to meet with me regularly. Yeah, you're laughing already. He met with me regularly so I could document their volunteer hours. Well, I'm glad that all that time I spent with Joel worked out, because I'm happy to say Ethan Chan, Veled Hat, Alvin Jun, Crystal Lynn, Helen Lynn, Tenzin Norbu, Ibshida Paul, Joel Piguel, Hadi Sheikh, David Wong, and Harrison Zhu all received Gold Presidential Volunteer Service Awards from our United States President. You guys are awesome. Good luck. Good luck today, throughout the rest of the week. Bring us back great outcomes, and we really have great pride in what you do. Thank you. Yes, good luck, Crystal. I have to definitely say, Matthew Regisford, I know you're out there. I saw you this morning. You overcome great adversity. You had to go get through some really challenging personal stuff. You came back, and I see you in the hangar after school these last few weeks, last few days, I think last Friday as well, working really hard to get back on track and to get here today to walk across the stage with everybody. So congratulations, Matthew. Milton, I'm gonna miss you, Milton. I'm gonna miss your drawings, your stories of the aircraft you want to design in the future, and overall the passion and love for all things aviation that you brought to the school. So good luck at college, Milton. Additionally, Speaking of organizations, clubs, activities, there's actually another group that we all want to recognize. They did a great job. Mr. Sosa and the team did a wonderful job on Friday. We have seniors and actually underclassmen too that also stay super late at night on their own, by their own choice. They're actually not even a club. So I'd like to recognize the following students because they stayed almost every day till about 7:30 at night to restore aircraft, engines, mock-ups. They gave their free time not because they had to, but because they believed in what they were building. Not just equipment, but opportunities for others who will follow in their footsteps. They've shown real-world problem-solving skills, craftsmanship, and resourcefulness. It has been incredible to watch and is a true sign of the professionals that they will become. And all of our aviation maintenance partners, you want to talk to these students in a short while when they get their second license next year. And those students are Sam Mucciardi, Adrian De Jesus, Brian Puma, Catherine Correa Solis, Mateo Carretero, Jason G. Bania, Dennis Primac, Evan Matute, Ilya Crater, Stefanos Vlahos. You guys were awesome. They worked on almost everything in this hangar after school, because during the day, we kind of do repetitive jobs over and over again. They take on the fun on their own initiative with Mr. Natal, Mr. Unger, Mr. Torres, and a few others to fix every aspect of the aircraft so they can run properly. You guys are amazing. I'm really proud of you guys. Okay, in the world of sports, we have a lot of teams, and actually many teams made the playoffs, so I'm going to give you a shout out in general. Congratulations to the bowling team for an outstanding season. Yeah, you can give bowling better praise than that. Cricket team made the playoffs as well. Varsity baseball also had an excellent season making the playoffs. Boys varsity volleyball. The wrestling team brought their tenacity as always and did a wonderful job citywide. And the boys varsity basketball team won the division conference. Congratulations. I know we have many seniors here from the team. I feel like I said this before. I don't know if it's deja vu or not, but lastly, I'd like to have the following students please stand. Juan Furman, Max Perez, Brandel Baez, don't be shy, Albert Mercado, Alex Bidzinski, Brandon Osorio, Jonathan Mendez, Joseph Mendoza, and Wilson Yagauchi. Why are they standing? Why does it feel like I did this before? Not once, not twice, but 3 times citywide handball PSAL champions for New York City. You guys are an excellent example of the hard work and determination. Very, very proud of you. We're all super proud of you because our name gets carried around the city as the handball champions 3 times in a row. Thank you for all your dedication and hard work to our school. This is only the second time in 20 years the school has done that. So we're the second school in 20 years to achieve a 3-peat. So hope you taught the younger classmen well so they can do a 4-peat. Congratulations, guys. We're very proud of you. Thank you to Coach Natal and Coach Cabillos in the past. Okay, so as I said, I would love to say more. I really love all you guys. You've really been a wonderful class to get to know over these past 4 years. Each one of you is part of the story of our aviation high school history. You leave behind a legacy in the classrooms, hangar, and hallways of Long Island City, and I have no doubt you'll make us proud in whatever chapter comes next. As we close today's ceremony later today, please take a moment to thank your parents and family members. You can do it right now. Thank all your parents and family members out there. Louder than that, your parents are sitting in the heat. By the way, thank you to our PA president, Ms. Gomez, Ms. Sagbaisela, Ms. Elfakar, Ms. Diaz for the parent leadership. Thank you very much. Did an excellent job. They helped buy a lot of these fans for you because they raised $20,000. The first time I ever saw any parent association do that. So thank you all parents for your donations. Keep donating, we'll get the place cooler. Hopefully. All right, make sure you make a lot of noise for your teachers, counselors, administrators. You got here because of your parents and our teachers and your counselors, Ms. Donahue, Ms. Alba. Our administrators sitting to my right and around the hangar. Your shop instructors, they spent the most time with you. They really get you through this challenging program and welcoming you into our school. So let's thank your aviation maintenance instructors as well. School safety agents. We hope Ms. Wright comes back well soon. They're always here for us, spending long hours, and they're really understaffed. Make a lot of noise for the school safety. The custodial staff who put this all together and always keep this place looking beautiful for all of us and safe for all of us. Thank you, Mr. Castro, Mr. Whitmarsh, Mr. Zayalaya, and the whole team. All your mentors and friends, I know there's a lot of family out there. So none of us reach a milestone like this on our own, and these are all examples of that. So, you are now lifelong members of our Aviation High School family, as I like to say. Visit us, stay connected, let us know how you're doing. You'll always have a home here in Queens. Congratulations, Class 2025. Walk proudly into your next adventure, and do it with your head held high, your heart steady, and your future wide open. I'm very, very proud of you. Congratulations.
All right. Next, we have presentation by your valedictorian, Michelle Zhu. It's okay. You're going to do great. It's going to be amazing. It's amazing already.
Hello. Okay. I want to dedicate this speech to Eva. Good morning, accomplished graduates, dedicated faculty and staff members, and esteemed guests. I am humbled to stand before you on this momentous occasion where 4 years of endless procrastination, dilly-dallying, and late nights meet to create the foundation for the rest of our lives. We each started this journey with different expectations and uncertainty, looking for the 7th floor pool and asking teachers for pop wash. Now, we sit before this stage, inevitably nervous about what is next for us, but maybe just a little more prepared. Behind all the knowledge we've learned, the time management we've practiced, and the connections we've made, there is somebody who supported us and deserves thanks. So first, I would like to thank my parents for their sacrifices. I want to thank my mother especially for helping me put my hair up in this wonderful bun every uniform day for 3.5 years. Whether it was 5:30 or the ungodly hour of 2:40 in the morning for ROTC trips. She told me high school would be hard because a family friend averaged an 88, but I'm delivering this speech today, so she's lucky to have such a wonderful daughter. Right, Mommy? She said yes. Second, I would like to thank the teachers working in an underappreciated profession. Shop or academic, we owe a great debt of gratitude for the time and patience invested into teaching us. You guide us, inspire us, push us, pile homework on us, and some of you provide us with snacks from your closet. I know I'm not the only one that eats them. I want to thank Master Sergeant Williams and Master Sergeant Kyle for not kicking me out of JROTC when I forgot my flight cap as a freshman. This program gave me the tedious hobby of shoe shining, the confidence to speak here today, but most importantly, it gave me a second family. You guys provided much needed support and old man advice that I ignored. I want to thank Coach Lee, I saw him here, for being a mentor to me and calling BS on my excuses. There was a time when I was bleeding during wrestling practice, and he told me to just spit on it and get back on the mat. You taught me discipline, and you taught me work. And lastly, I want to thank my friends, the cadets, and the wrestling team for helping me have fun and giving me reasons to laugh. We've come a long way from freshman year in our aprons. If we reflect on everything that we've accomplished in this school, we'll realize that our grades didn't shape our time here. Rather, it was when we practiced unique skills, bantered with our teachers, tried out for new clubs and sports, and made friendships that could last a lifetime. Each one of these experiences pushed us out of our comfort zone and introduced us to new possibilities. As we got more comfortable, we started showing up late to zero period gym, completing work minutes before deadlines, staying late for practices, and zoning out when people speak. We've also been through more disasters than what I think is normal: a flood, an earthquake, a circuit breaker fire, and a red sky. For some, these years were slow, but for many, they flew by. It won't be the same when we head to the gas station for snacks or hang out at McDonald's after school. Those little moments that brought us closer together are what will be remembered when we reminisce. As we each move on to our own paths next fall, working, chasing a higher education, or eating ramen in our parents' basement, none of us know what awaits us. So I would like to remind you of something you've heard before. Life is a series of choices, so make them wisely. Just like how you picked your first lunch seat, shop group, or extracurricular, so much time is spent in these interactions that your language, interests, habits, and mindset have been influenced to create the amalgamation that you are now. Figure out what you value, make the decisions that align with them, and that will make you. Don't fear making the wrong decision either, for what better teacher is there than life? Sorry, teachers. And to those of us still figuring it out, it's okay to take time to discover what matters to you. In short, as Mae West said, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. We've made some pretty good choices if we're sitting here today. Congratulations, class of 2025.
That was great. Nothing to be rid of. Shake hands with it. All right, Michelle Zhu. Next, we have our salutatorian, Eva Pelletier.
Hi, everyone. Okay, thank you for being here. It's so warm. They've been keeping me refrigerated in the ice room over there, but I'm good. I want to thank Michelle. Where's Michelle? And I want to dedicate my speech to Michelle, our amazing valedictorian. Okay. Yes! All right. When I look back at the past 4 years, what stands out to me is all of the connections I've made that have formed our community here at Aviation High School. And I'm not just talking about my friends, even though I love you guys. I'm talking about the little moments that often go overlooked in our everyday. In practically every single class I've had, there has been someone there that I've chatted with. And I think that this is really special because I've never felt alone here at Aviation High School, even when I didn't know everyone in my class. And even though we all come from very different backgrounds, I've been able to connect with our class. Assigned seating never felt that bad because it gave me a chance to talk with someone that I wouldn't have otherwise. This made the world feel a little smaller and brought me back to the reality that we're all in this together. All of my classes that I looked forward to were because of the people who made that class. And this year, I struggled staying motivated, especially with zero-period gym. Raise your hand if you hate zero-period gym. But I knew that when I showed up at 7 a.m., I'd be able to walk the circle and talk with all my friends, and that's what made it worth it for me. So now, after the challenges of high school, I'm very proud of us and all the cool things we've got to do. I mean, look around, there's planes. That's so awesome. And I can now look at the faces in this crowd and see so many memories. I see all the people that when I told them I was giving a speech, they wanted to shout out. So shout out to all of you guys. And I see also just all the memories from high school. So I see the shop class struggles, my old crewmates and my co-foremans. I see the friends I made in English class and AP Bio. And I see all of the friendships that I've carried from freshman year till now. So I hope that you can look around right now at graduation and see the community that we've built and all the connections we've made. Okay, part 2 of my speech. A couple months ago, I was talking to my dad. He's sitting right there, and he doesn't know he's part of the speech. So I'm going to embarrass him. I was asking him for pictures from his graduation because he has his master's, and when you get your master's, you have to wear these robes, and you look like a Jedi, and you get this weird little hat. So I wanted to see him wearing the weird little hat, of course. And he told me that he didn't go to any of his graduations. And I was shocked because it's a really big achievement, you know, especially at college. And he said it was because he didn't have anyone to show up for him in his graduation, so he didn't even bother going. So I want to thank my parents for showing up for me now, of course, at graduation. And also throughout my whole life, and that's the reason why I'm up here, and also why I have aspirations to keep achieving. I want to thank all the other parents. There's so many of you, and some of you are sitting in the sun. And I want to thank you for getting your kids here and giving them the opportunity to achieve excellence here at Aviation High School. And even if you're sitting here today and that isn't you, you've showed up for yourself. And the fact that we're at graduation right now is a testament to that fact. Maybe what's kept you going is the same as me, the connections you found in our senior class, or because of pure willpower and determination, which I also relate to. So now going into our next stages of life, I want you to thank yourself for the hard work that has gotten you here today. And I want you to remember that no matter where you go, you will always have yourself. So please keep showing up for yourself and for your future. Thank you.
That was great. Good job. All right. Okay, just one more quick thing before we do our awards. So we want to thank our Person of the Year, who because of this heat emergency couldn't be here today, though he wishes he was. Our Queensboro President, Donovan Richards, and he wrote a little message that he wanted us to share with you. Greetings to all of you and all of your family members and friends as we celebrate your graduation from Aviation High School. It is an honor and a privilege for me, Queensboro President, to have been selected as your school's Person of the Year and to have the opportunity to write to you here and to speak to you during the ceremony. I'd like to begin by offering my heartfelt congratulations to you for successfully completing your studies at this prestigious educational institution. In your time here, you have grown both intellectually and personally. You have also learned a great deal about a wide variety of subjects and have been well prepared to take on careers in the burgeoning aviation industry. I know the last few years have not been easy to be a student. You've had to cope with remote learning and other impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, while also dealing with successfully navigating these challenges is a tribute to your hard work and commitment, and I commend you for your steadfastness in pursuing your educational goals. For those of you who will be pursuing careers in aviation, you will be playing an important role in the future of our borough and its economy. Thanks to the successful reconstruction of the LaGuardia Airport and the ongoing major redevelopment of John F. Kennedy International Airport, aviation jobs are certain to remain plentiful here in Queens. I am confident the graduates of Aviation High School are going to be the individuals who will fill these jobs and lead the aviation industry forward. But no matter what the future may have in store for you, rest assured that the high-quality education you have received here at Aviation High School has left you well-equipped to take on whatever challenges and opportunities come your way. For this, I give a great amount of credit to the dedicated faculty members who have taught you during these past 4 years. I also credit your parents and the other members of your support systems who have helped guide you through these potentially precarious high school years and have shared their wisdom, knowledge, and experience with you. They are all justifiably proud of your success, and I know that they are excited to see you appear on the graduation stage. I'll conclude by wishing you all the best in your future endeavors. I hope you may never forget the many valuable lessons you have learned at Aviation High School. May you all continue to soar for many decades to come. Sincerely, Donovan Richards, President, Borough of Queens. All right, and with that, we begin the awards portion of our commencement ceremony. Now, in respect to your time and ability to stay in this heat, we are not going to have the graduates come up to the stage and go back and forth, because that process can take upwards of 2 hours. And every minute that we save at this point is not at this temperature, but whatever the temperature will ultimately be when this ceremony is over. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask the representatives of the generous donations to kind of stand, come to the middle a little bit, and the students, if you could just rise. The documentation and for the scholarships that actually come with an actual check written, you'll be getting on the 26th after you pick up your diplomas. You can come down to the first floor, room 144. We'll have you line up, and we'll give you that information. That will also have the information for which we ask for you to write a thank you to the donors for their generous donations. So with that being said, I'm going to ask if our representatives from the Aviation Education Foundation, Mr. Steve Micklin, Anthony Korovich, and Nelson Camacho, if you could please rise. I want to say a couple of things about them before we start. I'm going to need a minute to talk about you guys. You want to come stand here? All right, the Aviation Education Foundation has come into existence within the last few years, and they've been an amazing support. These three representatives here are doing their best to do two things. One, raise money on behalf of the school, and two, support where it's needed in ways that we have trouble funding, right? There's lots of rules and procedures that the school has to be able to follow in funding. And one of the things that they do is they fund the Gold Awards. So we're going to call off all the Gold Awards. And additionally, they're also funding some scholarships. So we ask that with them and with the other donors, if you do win a scholarship or a toolbox, if you could come up so you could take a group picture with them, not now, but at the very end when things kind of disperse. Okay? So we're going to begin by asking Ms. Collins to please stand, because the first award is the Science Gold Award. And we're going to ask the student to also stand so we can give a big, great round of applause. The recipient of the Science Gold Award is Timothy Pham. And you could turn and smile at your family, too. There you go. Thank you. Next, if we could have Mrs. Serena please rise for the English Gold Award, presented to Helen Lin. Smile at your, there you go. For mathematics, Ms. Rosado. Presenting the Mathematics Gold Award goes to Junji Mei. Junji Mei. Thank you. Ms. Rodriguez for the ISS Gold Award to Kevin Tigre. Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Foley for our Social Studies Gold Award, presented to Evan Zhang. Next, Mr. Konstantakakos for the Physical Education and Health Gold Award, presented to Jennifer Escalante. And our last Gold Award, the Arts Gold Award, with Ms. Zhao, to Sophia Bukanufa. Thank you very much. All right, the next award is the New York State Academic Excellence Scholarship Award. This is money that comes from New York State for students based on their Regents exam average. So there's no particular donor to thank here. This is coming from New York State. And this is one of those awards where the scholarship award is not actually given directly to you, but on the 26th, when you get your when you get your diploma and instructions regarding this, it will give you the instructions how New York State sends that money directly to your college. So that's how you get this. And there's a few of them that are like that. All right, the recipients of the New York State Academic Excellence Scholarship are Kevin Aguilar, Matthew Chan, Mingshan Chen, Kevin Cho, Theron Lagua, Helen Lin, Samantha Urgulas, and Harrison Zhu. Next, we have the head of admissions at Vaughn College, Miss Ragno, who will be presenting the Vaughn College of Aeronautics and Technology Gold Award. This award is presented to one student a year of our students who apply to Vaughn College. And of all the students that apply to Vaughn College, after they have applied, Vaughn College will select one student to give a full 4-year scholarship. And this year's recipient of the Vaughn College of Aeronautics and Technology Gold Wings Award is Adam Jamao. Adam, I'm gonna say that one more time so it sounds like your actual last name. Adam Jmamu. Thank you. Thank you. Next, our next award, representatives are not here from the IAM because they got stuck out of town, but it's the International Association of Machinists. It's the organization that represents many aircraft mechanics throughout the industry. They provide quite a bit of money, and there are 2 scholarships. There'll be some toolboxes from them too. The 2 IAM scholarship recipients are Ana Sofia Moreno Mesa and Harrison Zhu. All right, next, we need a few people to come up here. We need Samuel Singh. No, Peter. Amir? What's your name? Chuck. Your last name? We have today with us from, this is the class of 1988 representatives. We have Samuel Singh, we have Nelson Camacho, we have Amir Valentin, and we have Chuck Kill. These 3 representatives, and there's a few of them, it's been now since the pandemic or before? Before the pandemic, that they have managed to organize, to fundraise for scholarships and toolboxes, unlike any other class. And they've been doing this for, like we said, since before the pandemic. And this year, it's quite a few. It is, we have them all here. I think it's 5 toolboxes and like 5 scholarships, if not more. Yeah, so 6 toolboxes and 5 scholarships. Samuel Singh is the manager of maintenance programs at JetBlue. Chuck Kill, Sergeant U.S. Army. Desert Shield and Desert Storm Bronze Star recipients, retired NYPD police officer, and of course a graduate of the class of '88. Amir Valentin, Tower Air. All right, people don't remember Tower Air anymore, but it was a big deal once upon a time, and it made a lot of our new students be able to chance to get a career started when, at that time in the industry, weren't so many jobs in New York, yeah? So Tower Air really got a lot of people started. and also retired National Grid. And so, the first of the scholarships from the class of 1988 is the Thomas Mock Class of 1988 Scholarship, which goes to Chahat Prasad. More scholarships from the class of 1988, the Outstanding Academic Achievement Scholarships, to Jesse Chen, Kavkarat Gotra, and Samantha Urgulas. Thank you. The toolbox will come later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. The next scholarship. This alumni can't be here, but this alumni has been donating for years, and alone this year has donated 10 scholarships. So we thank him very much, wherever he is right now. It's the Richard Nerd Scholarships. And this is, it goes to, it's quite amazing. It's $10,000, it's $1,000 each. It's 10 of them, it's one person. So the Richard Nerd Scholarships. Ethan Chan, Kyle Chen, Mingshan Chen, Justin Danraj, Omer Imam, Mohammed Farouk, Harman Gotra, Imran Khan, Randy Pagwai, and Evan Zeng. Congratulations. Next, we also have a long-time scholarship. He also not up to coming out to these events anymore. They're the Bruce Babb Scholarship. And the two recipients of the Bruce Babb Scholarship are Matthew Aguilar and Andrew Kim. Next, we have the John Magnowski Scholarship. John Magnowski has been a longtime supporter of Aviation High School, has been a maintenance manager at more than one airlines, and has been supportive of our internships, and been on our advisory board, and now he presents a scholarship, and the recipient is Junsu Jang. Next, if we could have stand our former principal, Mr. Dino Charolumbus. He was the principal for the majority of time that I was here as working. So it's good to see Dino back, and he's been supporting two scholarships. The first is the George Harris Memorial Scholarship, which goes to Matthew Chan. And the second is the Antonios Charolumbus Memorial Scholarship to Junji Mei. Sorry, I have a correction. For the New York State Academic Scholarship, I said a name wrong. I don't know how it came to me. The first recipient is Matthew Aguilar. All right, our next scholarship, if we could have our counselors, Ms. Donahue, wave. It is the, sorry, lost my spot. Don't worry, I'm going to find it. I found it. Okay. It's the Aviation High School Counseling Team Scholarship, funded by the counseling team every year, and this year's recipient, Victoria Vega. All right. Next, we have two scholarships funded by our former assistant principal of science, who was the founding founding person for the robotics team 1601. The first is the Gloria Neron Spirit of Life Scholarship Award for compassion, resilience, caring, wisdom, and integrity. And the recipient is Justin Geraldo. The second scholarship funded by Ms. Neron is the Matthew I'm going to say that again. The next scholarship is the Matthew Gogagan Humanitarian Leadership Scholarship for exemplary leadership and service to humanity, presented to Randy Pagwai. Next, we have our Parents Association Scholarship. If we could have Ms. Gomez and Ms. Sagbasela come up. And there are two presented to Catherine Correa Solis and Joelle Pinguil. Don't forget to wave to your parents. Thank you very much. Okay, just real quick. Some of you might be wondering, how in the world are these recipients selected? So first off, whenever there is someone who wants to donate money, we have a discussion with them, because when someone donates money, we honor their wishes in how the ranking goes, what the selection criteria is, right? So we do that as best we can. And then the second after that, if the donor does not have a reason how or why, then we'll go for the academic ones by academic ranking down, with the highest ranking person getting the larger value donation, and then going down the list. And for the toolboxes, it's pretty simple. You have to be on the graduation list, you have to be a 4.5, and then after that, it's descending rank order based on your course grades from jump rope. So it's fully simple. So the order we go in that we present does not necessarily reflect the value of the scholarships. All right, so next, so here's an example. This next one, the Richard Perry Memorial Scholarship. Another amazing scholarship. Sadly, as the years have gone by, at this point, we don't know who Richard Perry is. We don't know who he was, but he set up an endowment. And with that endowment, it's about $7,000 to $15,000 per year that we're told from the New York City Fund that we have money to give out. And the recipients of the Richard Perry Memorial Scholarship this year are Crystal Lynn, Helen Lynn, Michael Nashikowitz, Eva Pelletier, Sebastian Zesny, and Michelle Zhu. So that's an example of one of the scholarships where the money will go directly to the school. You'll get the instructions on the 26th. Next, we have our Chief Gordon B. Richardson Scholarship. Chief Richardson was the founding sergeant for our ROTC program. As you might guess, the recipients participated in ROTC. And the two recipients of the Chief Gordon B. Richardson Scholarship are Clara Vaquero and Leslie Villalba. Next, we have the Care Bear Scholarship. Remember, it's cool. The Care Bear Scholarship is awesome. Remember Career Day? Different people from industry, they went out to your classes, spoke about their jobs, their careers, all that. Well, when they're in the library and we're feeding them lunch, we're asking them to buy overpriced bears. So the bears that are in the Esso store for $12, we sold to them for $25. Yes, yes, yes. But they know the difference. We told them that extra $13 we put all together to put together this Care Bear Scholarship. And then we put out a survey to all of our teachers to pick a student who embodies the idea of that care, that feeling of the community the most. And after we get everyone's input, the recipient of this year's Care Bear Scholarship is Heidi Orduño. Next, we have the Lucky Scholarship. An anonymous donor, the Lucky Scholarship recipient is Ruben Suarez. Next, we have the Roman A. Kellerman Scholarship Award. There are 3 recipients: Tyrone Lagua, Sam Mukiardi, and Timothy Pham. Next, the Luciano L. Castracane Award, presented to Rafi Chowdhury. Our next award, the Gaskin Korovich Scholarship, is presented by Mr. Gaskin and Anthony Korovich. The recipients of the Gaskin Korovich Scholarship Award is Noor Neruddin. Next, we have the Michael Ragon Scholarship Award. The recipient of the Michael Ragon Scholarship Award, George Zeng. Our next award, which is a repeating award, we have Cesol Rivera. And the recipient of the Saul Rivera Scholarship Award is Anthony Tuz Cordova. All right, this next award, there's a lot of names to be called here. This part's also amazing. There was a student who was a student here something like 60 years ago, and upon passing away, had no heirs, and left a large bulk of his estate to Aviation High School. Over the course of whatever the last 4 or 5 years, and getting all that figured out and getting the money to the New York City Trust. It's a foundation where money is donated, has to flow through. It's funding a lot of things, including trips, repairs and things inside the shop classes. And the one thing it does fund is this year 24 $5,000 scholarships. There were certain conditions, so a whole bunch of you applied to it. You had to show that you were studying something, either aviation, engineering. You had to show a financial need to write a little essay. And so the recipients of the Barry Geller Memorial Scholarship are Jaden Batista, Adrian Carter, Jeremiah Clark, Kenisha Edwards, Apurbo Ghosh, Harman Gotra, Kavkirat Gotra, Rohini Gomez, Hizarkan Gulson, Kritima Gurung, Brian Guzman de Jesus, Shemaya Jaeyoung Her, Andrew Sangliang Kim, Melissa Ladino, Ryan Lee, Crystal Lin, Adrian Ojeda Rojas, Joel Pinguil, Milton Salazar, Humaira Samia, Axel Torres Ramos, Andy Yee, Ethan Zhang, and Michelle Zhu. All right. So without further ado, we're going to go right into our Toolbox Awards. Okay. And so, if we could have Roland Charles, Brian Perez, and Alexandra Vega, please stand. These are the Delta Airlines Toolbox Awards. And there are 11 of them, presented to Jason G. Banya, Matthew Chan, Jesse Chan, Mohammed Farouk, Kavkarat Gotra, Imran Khan, Crystal Lin, Sam Mucciardi, Eva Pelletier, Dennis Primj. I'm going to say that again. Dennis Prismak, and Sebastian Cesny. Thank you. Next, from United Airlines, we have Priscilla George and Yvette Zuluaga presenting the United Airlines Toolbox Awards. And there are 10 of them. And the recipients are Natalie Arroyo, Harman Gotra, Christian Kotlinski, Theron Lagua, Tristan Lee, Evan Matute, Randy Paguay, Ipsita Paul, Adam Shee, and Camila Thor de Cus Rivas. Thank you very much. Thank you. Next, from JetBlue Airways, we have Al Esposito, Anthony Thomas, and Paul Pishkoff, and Juan Harris. That's everybody? And Samuel Singh. Oh, good. Okay. There are 5 JetBlue Airways Toolbox Awards presented to Brandon Baez, Jason Chen, Mingshan Chen, Anthony Tuz Cordova, and Ethan Zheng. Thank you. Next is the IAM International Association of Machinists Toolbox Awards, presented to Matthew Aguilar, Kyle Chen, Rafi Chowdhury, Justin Geraldo, and Albert Mercado. From American Airlines, we have Joseph Travieso and Sean Shaw. And the American Airlines Toolbox Award is presented to George Zhang. Next, Vaughn College also provides a Toolbox Award. And the Vaughn College Toolbox Award is awarded to John Winston. Representing the Council of Airline Maintenance Managers, the CALM, is Thomas Fitzgerald and Eric? Where's Eric? And Eric Engel. There he goes. All right. And the recipients of the Council of Airline Maintenance Managers Toolbox Award is Elvis Chen. Next, we have our Class of 1988 awards. So the Class of 1988 put together quite a few scholarships, and here are the toolboxes. The first is the Robert Agogliaro Class of 1987 Toolbox Award, presented to Ilya Kreter. Next is the Alan Aw Class of 1988 Toolbox Award, Giancarlo Sagbaisella. The Willem Wong Class of 1988 Toolbox Award goes to Shahat Prasad. Next is the Chris Chu Class of 1992 Class of 1988 Toolbox Award. Chris is here? Chris Chu, everybody. Presented to Adam Tremino. What did I say? That's amazing. Why? I'll definitely do it again, of course, okay. Ready? The Chris Chu Class of 1992, Class of 1988 Toolbox Award goes to Adrian Tremino. Now, for those parents who remember the 80s, I didn't know I said the name wrong. All I knew for some reason is there was a collection of students up here going, Adrian, Adrian, and I could just think, Rocky? But no, I said it. The rest of you, no idea. A few people are like, oh yeah, that's fine. All right. Okay, and there are two more Class of 1988 Toolbox Awards, and they go to Mario Hernandez Barnica and Catherine Correa Solis. Oh, no, sorry, there's one more. I got lost in it. It's the Emery Riddle Class of 1988 Toolbox Award, sponsored by Michael Portelli, Wayne Wright Jr., Carlos Salazar, James Crawford, Jamie Mendez, and Anthony Velasquez. And the Emery Riddle Class of 1988 Toolbox Award goes to Christian Guilyu Can. I'm going to say it one more time. The Emery Riddle Class of 1988 Toolbox Award goes to Christian Gulkantanda. Thank you very much. Next, Mr. Bruce Babb, who had scholarships, also sponsors a Toolbox Award, and that goes to Saida Rahman. Next, we have the Rosie the Riveter Award, presented by Ms. Dana Santiago, a former student and heads up the Western Suffolk Boast's aviation program. And the recipient is Faiza Akhtar. Our next toolbox is the Justin Owens Memorial Toolbox Award, which is presented to Jennifer Escalante. Our next award is our Mach 2 Maintenance Toolbox Award, presented to Nicholas Lee. Our next award, presented by Miss Lori DeMarco, our first female graduate of Aviation High School. Also maintenance manager of quite a few different airlines, and the sponsor of the Vincent DeMarco Toolbox Award, presented to Michael Puma Moreano. This next toolbox is a new, he's here. We have a new toolbox this year, presented by Arnold Sue, founder of the ASAC Green Initiative company. The ASAC Green Initiative Toolbox Award goes to Megan Wong. And we began with the Aviation Education High School Foundation with the Gold Awards, and we will come to a close again with the Aviation High School Education Foundation Toolbox Awards. And there are four. The recipients are Jisha Barao, Dean Asa, George Haraguchi, and Kevin Zhang. Thank you very much. Okay, So, with that, it brings the awards portion of our ceremony to a close. The last few words of thank you before we wrap this up. I want to thank Ms. Wenger. It is amazing how many tiny little pieces there are to this being put together. Our tech crew, Miss Mafla, wherever she is, Miss Aiello, and everyone else who put together little pieces here and there. We thank you very much. It's impossible, and somehow we managed to pull it off, so it's great. All right, so I have one more quote. You could look it up afterwards. Peoples is people. Pete, the diner owner, the Muppets Take Manhattan. Don't sleep on it. Check it out. All right. And with that, if the graduates of 2025 can please rise. And repeat after me. With gratitude to my school, with pride in my city, and with devotion to my country, I pledge to uphold the values of Aviation High School, to be a lifelong learner, to stand for what is right, and protect the rights of others, to follow the laws of my country, to help those in need, and to be a positive force in my community. I pledge to stay humble when others are prideful, to persevere when days grow dark, and to rise with integrity no matter the challenge. This is my promise as an aviation